About 15 years ago, I was trying to encourage a Jew that had not been to Shul on Yom Kippur in decades to come join us for services. He says to me, "Rabbi, you're doing Yom Kippur all wrong. The name Yom Kippur, it means Yom Kippurim, a day that's like Purim. The moment you start serving food, you start pouring drinks, and we could come to Shul in costumes, that's the day that I'm going to join you in Shul on Yom Kippur." Now the truth is, he's right. Not about the drinking, the eating, and coming in costumes, but that Yom Kippur is really supposed to be like Purim. But how can that be when the practical observance of these holidays can't be further apart? While the practical observances of the holidays may be different, the underlying message of the two are in fact the same. One of the traditions of celebrating the holiday of Purim is that we are meant to drink to the extent that we can no longer tell the difference between cursed is Haman and blessed is Mordechai. Now, why would we want to do that? You would think that the point of a Jewish holiday is that we should have absolute clarity on cursed is Haman and blessed is Mordechai. Yet we're meant to drink till we can't tell the difference between the two. The explanation is, the goal of the drinking is that we should recognize that we don't know everything. That which we think is good is not always so good. That which we think is bad is not always so bad. The idea is, sometimes we have to let go of our own self-perceptions. We have to have faith in God. We have to have trust in God. We recognize that we are not in control and we're in God's hands, and all will be good. Let me demonstrate this with a story. Rabbi Schneur Ashkenazi is a prominent Chabad rabbi in Israel. His phone rings, he picks it up, it is one of the members of his congregation. His name is Eran Ruvaini, and he's sobbing. He says, "Rabbi, I cannot begin to tell you the depths of the tragedy that my family is going through." He says, "Rabbi, I have a brother named Eitan. He's married to a wonderful woman, Leora. They unfortunately were not able to have children naturally. For 13 years, they spent thousands upon thousands of dollars getting all the necessary treatments, and finally, they're blessed with twin girls who are now 6.5 years old. This morning, one of them started feeling ill, started vomiting. They brought her to the hospital, and within 2 hours, she was dead." Rabbi Ashkenazi drops the phone, he runs to the family, there's Shiva, there's a funeral, there's Shiva. And at the Shiva, he looks around. He cannot describe the pain that the family is going through, the tears in their eyes, the redness, the puffiness. Who can imagine such pain? About 10 months later, Rabbi Ashkenazi receives a text message from his friend Eran. And Eran says to him, "Mazel tov, my sister-in-law Leora just gave birth to a baby boy." 1 month after the most painful tragedy that you can imagine, a woman who at the age of 25 could not conceive naturally, at the age of 45, gave birth naturally to a healthy baby boy. Why? How? Why did it have to happen? Why did it have to be this way? Nobody knows. It's impossible for us to know. But as we approach the holiday of Yom Kippur, we have to remember that Yom Kippur is a day that's just like Purim. We have to let it go. We don't know. We can't know why things happen. But we have to put our faith in God. We have to put our trust in God, that no matter what happens around us, we are in His hands. And ultimately, all will be good. So the next time someone asks you, "How are you? How are you doing?" we have to make sure that our response is, "Baruch Hashem, thank God, everything is fantastic. Everything is wonderful." Even if we don't know that that is for sure the case, we got to let that go. We have to put everything in God's hands. We recognize that we're in God's hands. We say, "Baruch Hashem, thank God, all is good." Do I know what's going to happen? No, I don't know what's going to happen. But what I do know is, Baruch Hashem, we are all in God's hands. And ultimately, therefore, it's going to be for the good. So may the year 5781 bring only revealed good for our families, for our communities, and to our brothers and sisters throughout the world. Have a happy and a healthy, sweet New Year.